This is Dr. Michelle Deering. Remember how I think on a prior broadcast I said, being married to my BFF, who is an IT consultant, and everything computers, what I've learned over the nearly going on 28 years of marriage is that I need to just roll with this technology stuff. I'm wondering how many of you are actually, whether for work, have to use technology and work remotely. That is no small feat, and I hope that it's going well for you. But let's just sidetrack for a second. Yesterday, let me just grab my tea. Soothe my throat. Let's see. Yesterday, I actually, again, it was a long day, had a lot to do, and by the time 8 o'clock-ish rolled around, I was sort of spent. And I said, well, let's go see what's on, I guess back in the day they used to call it the boob tube, where you kind of just watch TV. But my youngest daughter, who I mentioned is into everything Korean, she was watching her K-drama. So we got to see lots of K-drama as I read subtitles. And then it was my turn to pick what I wanted to watch. And as I was scrolling through Netflix, I didn't realize that Dave Chappelle had a new Netflix special. And I did not realize he had won the Mark Twain Award for humor. And so I was watching it, and I tell you, if you haven't caught that that Netflix special, it's about an hour and 40 minutes long. If you need something that's gonna make you laugh, I had tears coming down my eyes. I was laughing so hard. And they say, laughter is medicine for the soul. And different people find different things funny. So if you're not a Dave Chappelle fan, just find something funny. Can't go wrong with I Love Lucy. I grew up, I probably have memorized most of the shows. So for those of you who are I Love Lucy fans, what's your favorite episode? My personal favorite is the Vitameata Vegemin. Just cracks me up. So if you have a chance to find that, whether it's on YouTube or Netflix, definitely check that out if you need a good holler. But one of the things that I was thinking about as I was watching Dave Chappelle's special was he had his mom in the audience. And at different points in time, there were different scenes where he would, be giving honor to his mom. There was this one point, that's where my tears of hilarity and whatever you want to call it, turned into just a sweet joy that brought tears to my eyes. But at one point in his acceptance speech, he said something directly to everybody, but he was directing it towards his mom, and he was thanking her for how she had raised him, acknowledging that he was not the easiest kid. And this was the part that caught me. He said that when he was 14 or 15, he was, working the circuit in terms of comedy clubs, and his gigs would go on for in the wee hours of the morning, starting at 1 a.m. and sometimes he said not ending till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. And he said that his mom would work her 2 shifts and yet still drive him to be in the audience with her son, to drive him to these gigs. And it just got me thinking about how we as moms we do anything and everything for our kids. And sometimes while we're doing it, they don't realize the magnitude of what it is that we do for them. And I know for myself, you know, as I watched my mom, who is a single mom, working her 2 shifts, you know, I was a latchkey kid. I would have to walk myself home from school, open the door to our slumlord apartment by myself, navigating through the neighborhood to get into the apartment by myself. And she wouldn't come home till like 9, 10 o'clock at night, dog tired. But our kids really don't have that perspective yet. But if it can be any encouragement, especially during this time where we're, you know, quarantined and, you know, trying to do our due diligence as helpful citizens in this country while we battle against this virus thing. If we can just keep perspective that, you know, as you enjoy the time with them, maybe they get on your nerves a little bit. Maybe they don't understand why it is you're telling them to do what it is you're telling them to do. They will get it. The same way, maybe there are things that you get now being a mom that you didn't understand about your mom back then. And for those of you, because this is the other thing I was thinking about, Dave Chappelle's mom, she's elderly. It got me thinking about, you know, if you have your mom who's still around and she's in her senior years and you're not able to be with her as often as you'd like, if at all, you know, I know it's probably requiring a lot to, one, deal with those feelings, but then also find new creative ways to be in contact with her or connect with her. You know, just wanted to give her that extra thank you, that extra comment of appreciation or noticing or recalling those things that she has done for you. Definitely, you know, pour it on thick. Okay, if you haven't had a chance to already. Because Dave Chappelle, during his acceptance speech, he poured it on thick. And I was just struck by the way in which he did it. So just know, as you're in there, tooling away, both at work and or both in the work that you do in terms of raising your kids and your daughters in particular, just know that your labor's not in vain, okay? I know I appreciate you and all that you're doing because you're raising the next generation. And that's an important task. And that's something near and dear to my heart. And that's why this time of, you know, having your 15, 20 minutes of just you time during our tea time out for moms, that's why I'm here. So if there's one thing that you're, in addition to your favorite I Love Lucy episode, if there's one thing that you're appreciating about your mom today, definitely just drop it in the comments section. Would love to hear from you about that. I'd love to encourage you and your mom in this motherhood journey that you're both on. I'm going to sip my tea. Let's see. Do you know how groundbreaking it was for Lucille Ball to actually have a baby on TV? Actually, to be shown as pregnant on TV? I give her much kudos for that because she was really trying to go about incorporating her family life with her work life. And I'm glad that she had the kind of clout, even though she and Desi didn't end up staying together, but I'm glad that she and he had enough foresight and clout to incorporate that so that we could actually see that it can be done, to include your family in the things that are important to you, and to prioritize them in that way. It does go a long way, and they do see it, and in the long run they will appreciate it the way that you are likely desiring that they would appreciate it. So, be encouraged, and if I can leave you with a thought, let's see. It's from my, this is the album I've been listening to lately. I don't know if you can see it here. Seals and Croft. It's the Summer Breeze album. This is one of the albums I picked up, $3, picked up at the vintage store. I know it's not summer yet, but here in North Carolina, I don't know where you are, but here in North Carolina, it's pretty sunny today. I haven't been outside, but I'll be going outside just to breathe in some fresh air. But the song, Summer Breeze, I don't know if you ever listened to the lyrics, but I just want to end today's time with these lyrics. It says, "See the curtains hanging in the window? In the evening on a Friday night, a little light and shining through the window lets me know that everything's all right." And we all know this part. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmines in my mind. Then you hear the guitar. See the paper laying on the sidewalk, a little music from the house next door. So I walk on up to the doorstep. Don't do that now. So I walk on up to the doorstep, through the screen and across the floor. Okay, sing with me now. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Sweet days of summer, the jasmine's in bloom. July is dressed up and playing her tune. When I come home from a hard day's work and you're waiting there, not a care in the world. See the smile awaiting in the kitchen, food cooking and the plates for two, or maybe more if you have kids. Feel the arms reach out to hold me in the evening when the day is through. Last, here we go. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Okay, so that's the album. Take care.